Sunny TV Arsenal, we're live. Arsenal are the FA Cup holders 2020. After a turbulent season, we've come away with silverware. Was it a bad season after all? Someone got TV on? Again. Someone got some feedback in the background. Well, someone sounds like a woman. One of the two. We got a star-studded lineup today, right? And I'm gonna introduce everyone from the top downwards. Yeah. Hello to everyone in the comments. We're all very happy today. It hasn't really sunk in, but we're all feeling emotionally drained. So hello to the Arsenal Inside Out group. Hello to my Facebook group, which is Sunny TV Arsenal. And let's introduce everyone. We've got Levin from Levanger's Lounge. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Next week, he's launching like the Columbia. He's going to come to get to the moon, right? Just hope he's not made of cheese or you won't be able to get back again. And he's obviously, Levin's the regular on our channel. Tell us about something you're going to be doing on your channel, Lev, and shut your channel out, bruv.
Wow, that's some intro, Sonny. I don't even know where you went with that.
I don't know where I'll get this from. People dropping off like flies as well.
He just dropped off.
he just dropped off. We'll come to his channel afterwards. We've got Uncle Melvin. Melvin is a very happy man today. I can see all that stress has just gone off his face. You don't need no Botox. The lines have gone. You look very happy. The skin's nice and clear. Melvin, introduce yourself, Melvin.
Killing everyone.
Damn.
And another FA Cup I've seen us win. Can't be bad.
And to Melvin's left hand side, we're in the Booth Banana Top. What's that noise?
Feedback.
What's that noise? But anyway, it's Gunner Dread. Gunner Dread's in the house. Gunner Dread, bless you, my bro.
You said, mate, good?
Bro, the last time I spoke to you, we weren't FA Cup winners, bro. Now we're FA Cup winners.
We're FA Cup winners, man. It's good, man. It feels nice.
Let's go take two. Back to 11. I think you wanted to call him out twice. Levanger's Lounge.
Man, I thought I'd come back around. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Yeah, thanks for having me on. I'm still a bit groggy, so I do apologise. But yeah, I'll be looking to launch the channel next week. We can talk about it a bit later on if you want. I'd rather talk about yesterday's game, to be honest with you.
No, tell us about it now, Liv. Just a strike while your eyes got my bro. We'll talk about it later as well.
All right, well, look, I'm setting up Levanger's Lounge. It's going to be focused around lots of things we all like as guys and women as well. So I'll be doing, obviously, I love Arsenal, but I'll be doing some other sports as well, like boxing, some MMA, that sort of thing. Also want to get into like mental health shows. We're doing some mental health shows called Mind Matters. We've been doing it before. And conspiracies and hot topics. It's going to be a variety of different things. So that's what I'm looking to do. Hopefully, people will come on and subscribe. I know a few people have seen my shows from before. So I look forward to seeing you guys.
Ideal timing, because conspiracy theories is the same time with Arsenal's transfer window. Right, so ideal timing. We've got JR with us as well. JR, big up yourself, bro.
Yes, sir. I ain't got nothing to promote on no channels. Don't follow me, I'll follow you. And happy to be here. Up the Arsenal.
We've got David. Firstly, I want to David from Football Fan Chat. I just want to thank very much. You know what? This is like the Emmys, bruv. I'm reading out so many thank yous, right? For coming on, we can come to the stream soon. David from Football Fan Chat done such a
fan focus, mate. Fan focus.
He done such a super job yesterday on the production, the filming, the wiping of his laptop after I spilled all my water all over it. It was excellent. You know what? But I've got a new name for you, David, because you scared me yesterday. It's Donny Brasco, bruv. Your new name is Donny Brasco. Tell us about your channel, Dave.
Obviously, I've said it before. I've said it again. So Football Fan Focus is a brand new podcast and talk show dedicated to football fans wanting to hear the latest news in football. We just reached our 2,000th subscriber just today. So we like to thank everybody who's watching right now, who's subscribed to Football Fan Focus. We did an amazing job on the fan cams. Junior's video, plus all the other videos on our channel, has collectively got over nearly now 4,000 views across all the videos. So much appreciated on that one. And yeah, we uploaded everybody's video. No particular favorite. Everyone was good. And thank you for everybody attending yesterday's camera session with Football Fan Focus and Sunny TV Arsenal.
Go subscribe to Football Fan Focus as well. Another channel you've got to subscribe to. Wax Online. Big up my brother Wax.
What's going on, bro? Hey.
You know what? The man on your right hand side. I'm gonna let you introduce Wax. It's super Kev. Super Campbell. My brother Kevin Campbell. Forget about Bamyang. He's my brother.
How you doing, everybody?
Oh, good, man.
Amazing.
Happy.
That's it.
You know what? When somebody comes from France, mate, whatever. Listen, we come from the ends, bro. We're from. You're Brixton man originally, aren't you?
Yeah, Brixton. Yeah.
Brixton Sherm. But we come from the ends, bro. Right? Brockley, Peckham, Castle, Brixton, Streatham, Stockwell. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what? Kevin Campbell, man. Kevin Campbell. You sent me something earlier, right? It was one line. It was a very special line, right? But it's more special coming out your mouth, bro. What was it you sent me?
What about sometimes there's nothing better in life than being a gooner?
That's the one.
That's it.
Said that many years ago, and it's obviously been quoted, etc. You know, but it's so true because look, sometimes we fall out of love with each other about the Arsenal, don't we? We battle each other, etc. But you know, when Arsenal win, there's no better feeling, man. There is no better feeling. Especially beating them in a London derby, by the way. Beating Chelsea. Oh, sweet.
Do you know what? Before we touch on the actual game, right? I want all of you very quickly to give me. This game has such significant prominence. If we didn't win this tournament, and if we did win this tournament, right? And I want all of you to explain to me what it means to you lot, the fact that we won the FA Cup. Because to us, this game was as big as a World Cup this year, you know, I'm telling you. That's how where we are. Kevin, let me go to you first, bro.
Well, the most important thing that I could see, let's not talk about the negative, let's talk about the positive. The fact of the matter is we questioned all them players that were under Unai Emery. We questioned them under Freddie, and they caught the back end. Some of them caught the back end of Arsene Wenger. They weren't winners. This is the difference. They weren't winners. Whenever it came to the crunch, they never got over the line. We had 2 bites of the cherry at the back end of last season, one in the league and one in the Europa League final. We never turned up for anything. Same players. So that was always going to be a question mark. Now that we've got a new manager who's only been in a short amount of time, was it 7 months? And that's with a lockdown. These players had to prove that they could do it. And that's what they've done. They proved that they could win. And once you win, once you get that taste of silverware, that's what is going to propel the club forward. Mikel Arteta's not going to settle for second best, Sonny. He's not. So some of these players who won this game, you're not going to see him again at Arsenal. That's fact.
Yeah.
You know what? Mikel Arteta's got the monkey off his back. He's saying taking him 7 months to get that monkey off his back. You know, he's put it straight back into chest and through that monkey. He's put it straight onto Mourinho. He put that monkey onto Mourinho's shoulders. Wax. Tell me what. Arsenal. Someone's got TV or something going in the background.
Yeah, if you're not talking, just mute yourself. And then...
Lev, what's the significance of Arsenal winning yesterday? You know, how did you go into the game? Was you going to the game brimming with confidence like you always are?
Well, I can only say if you look back on the previous video we did, I predicted a 2-1 win. I said that we were due a win against them because the previous couple of games we should have beaten them. We should have beaten them when we ran out of gas in the last 10 minutes. In one game, we lost 2-1. And again, we should have beaten them when we drew 2-2, in my opinion. So I thought we were due a win. So it doesn't surprise me. We've all got history in the FA Cup. So, in my opinion, for me, you asked what it meant, yeah? I'll tell you what it means. It's justification of what Arteta's doing, the process, what he's doing, how he's getting into the players' mentalities as well. He seems to have added some steel and belief in there. And the players, if you look at them, they all want to play for each other. And they care now all of a sudden. And they're all unified. And you see them on their coaches on the way back, how they're all celebrating and they're feeling like winners. But I don't know. For me, it means that if you back this man, there's going to be a change. But we need to back him. But it was brilliant yesterday. It meant a lot. For someone to achieve that in 6-7 months from where he took off, I think it's amazing. You got to give it to him.
Okay, we're going to get into the game now, right? Guys, in the comments, I'm gonna get you on the stream as well when I start whittling people down. Yeah. I want you all to have your say. Yeah. Do you want to read out your super chat because that's how we pay the bills? Zane Messi, big up my brother. The only one on the channel gives me a super chat. Come on, guys, get your cash out, please. We need it. Kevin. If Arteta is not given the funds is needed, I think he will leave, and you can see him joining another big club. Maybe Barca or Real down the line, as long as it's down the long line. Gunner Dread. Let's go to Gunner Dread.
Yo.
Dreads. I'm going to bring up something. I'm going to share screen something with you guys, if I remember how to do it. Igal's the technical man on the channel. Here we go. Right, this is a match stat. This is a match stats from yesterday. See, it's not just Igal's a stat man. I'm a stat man too. Chelsea had 60% possession. Arsenal only had 40. Total shots on goal. Arsenal had 11 shots on goal. Chelsea had 9. Corners. Arsenal had 6 corners. Chelsea had 4. Passes. This is interesting. Passes. Chelsea had 545 passes, and we only had 356. Pass success rate, theirs was 85%, ours was 79%. You know what? This is apparently long balls. Chelsea had more long balls than Arsenal, but I'm not going to go through the rest of it. The main important thing about the scoreline is we won the game. Come back on
what that says to me is, when people use the word clinical, that is what clinical is. You get a chance and you take it. And that's what we've done. Because if Chelsea had more possession, more shots, more and then we ended up winning so convincingly, we took our chances.
Someone's audio terrible. Should I find out who it is? I've got to cut you out.
Is that me?
I think so.
Lev, you need to turn your mic down the gain a bit. I'll do it after with you as well.
Lev, turn your mic down, shut the curtains, turn the light off.
Is this better? Is this better?
Melvin. It was a very two-throw game, right? I didn't feel any time in that game that neither team had control of the game. Am I fair in saying that or not?
Well, I think what really we actually woke up because I think what the mistake was the first 10-15 minutes. I thought we showed them too much respect. We were letting them play the ball through our midfield. I think when we realised we had a couple of attacks and we realised how bad their defence was, and we concentrated on that. I think we realised we're better than them and we've got a chance against them. So I think that's what really done it. The first 10 minutes was a disaster, really. And they were like playing up and midfield, and that had to stop. Still got a bit of feedback here, Sonny.
Yeah, Lev, can you mute the mic, please?
Yeah, I'm going to mute it. I'm going to come off.
Zane's coming in with another super chat. If England qualify for the World Cup '94, I think you both got to go. I think Melbourne as well. Both of you go out and come back in.
No, it's fine. It's fine now. I think.
If England qualify for the World Cup '94, strike force should have been Wright and Kevin Campbell. I co-sign that. Who have we got? Right, you know what? We've got Prime. Big up my brother Prime.
Yeah.
You know what? Prime is a lovely guy, you know, but it's not his fault. He's a Chelsea fan. Prime.
Sorry, man. Sorry, man. I'm late. It's just a lot of football and stuff, but just some personal stuff got in the way. Me being here on time.
You're a Chelsea fan. You didn't turn up at all yesterday. That makes you late today, does it? Yesterday, what happened?
Slapped up. That's what happened.
Okay. We started.
Bear in mind, you got an Arsenal legend. You got an Arsenal legend just above your right hand shoulder. Kevin Campbell's in the house.
What up, Kevin? Kevin Campbell. I think you are a bit before my time in terms of watching football, but I do know a lot about you, and in terms of Arsenal and stuff, you are a legend.
Bro, last year's news was before your time, bro. You're actually a young pup, bro.
Yeah, I'm the youngest here. Arsenal, Chelsea, FA Cup final. Yeah, we had 20 minutes at the start of the game. Got our goal really early on, which shocked me. And yeah, I don't know what it was. We shouldn't have tried to go for a second and stuff like that. We should have tried to just play you on we should have stayed, sat back, kept our shape, and just let you guys come onto us and hit you on the counter. We didn't do that. You guys grew into the game. And the second half was all Arsenal. Yeah, you guys were hitting us, especially with Aubameyang down that side. Those balls on the left from Tierney to Aubameyang. You guys had a lot of corners, particularly in the first half, that you guys were getting corners in the first half, and it's not like you guys were necessarily doing anything with them, but because of how poor Chelsea are dealing with set pieces, it was a corner. Ball would get whipped in, it would go out, it would be another corner to Arsenal, and another corner, and another corner. And it was just like we just couldn't. It's been the story of the season that we just don't know how to deal with corners and set pieces.
Yeah, it's true. That time of shit, you know that. I'm going to bring you back in, right? I just want to bring David, you know what? You're quite a connoisseur of football, David, right? You're Spaniard, so you're used to ticky-tacky, sexy football, right?
Yeah.
Yesterday, the game was a spectacle. Was it all that? Because to be honest, I was too nervous to notice.
I know you were too nervous to notice. So yesterday,
also, tell Kevin Campbell the story of the goal after you
yeah, we will. You have to watch it back on stream, Kevin, as well. I mean, yesterday we were doing a live stream, doing a watch along, and for me, looking at the match, it was a very cagey final. Overall, I think it was either going to go either way to Chelsea or Arsenal. When Chelsea scored the first goal, I think Chelsea completely dominated the first 20 minutes of the game. And I was commentating over it, obviously, the play-by-play reactions. So when Arsenal started stepping in a bit, and when Arsenal obviously received the penalty, it kind of turned the tides. I think Arteta done a much better game management talk at half-time than Frank Lampard. I think Chelsea, when they came out, honestly, they didn't show any pressing. They didn't show any ability to retrieve the ball back from Arsenal. Even though Arsenal had less possession, it seemed like they were doing a lot of the work, obviously, going forward. So, for me, Aubameyang was star of the show. Yeah, Aubameyang was definitely star of the show. That second goal that Aubameyang scored was very reminiscent of Thierry Henry obviously in his class days. That opening the body shot, cutting in, left-footed chip into the goalkeeper. It's like there's so many class goals that you can look at Arsenal. I mean, obviously Kevin Campbell will know obviously about finals, the Cup Winners' Cup in 1994. I mean, it's just the against Parma. How did you feel, Kevin, about that? The same euphoria?
Oh, well, it's not actually.
I wanted to ask Kevin about the 1994.
No, of course. Look, when you play for Arsenal and you win with Arsenal, it's so important. So when you've done it domestically, and then it was that group's first European final. Yeah, we're playing a really good side in Parma, so you want to get across the line We lost Ian Wright. We lost John Jensen. We lost Martin Keown.
Yeah.
There was quite a few injuries as well. But again, George Graham had a game plan. And if you go into these games only with one plan, you're stuck. You have to have probably 2 or 3 plans. And I think you're right, David. That's what you mentioned about Arteta. He adjusted during the game. He adjusted actually 2 or 3 times during the game to nullify what Chelsea was doing. So, you got to say fair play to him. But listen, winning with Arsenal is always beautiful, man.
I just need to read out a super chat just before I bring you in.
You say that. Sorry, can I just say? Go ahead, sorry.
Let me read out a super chat, yeah? Shaheen, my brother Shaheen, respect to Shaheen, he's one of the guys who's behind back Arteta or Clock Brigade, one of the investors. Follow him on I Want My Arsenal Back on Twitter. And Shaheen says, great show, guys. I wonder what Kevin makes of our movement. Great panel, and there's no excuse now for Stan. Please get spending. I think the best movement yesterday was me going to the toilet to get the tissues after split water. Kevin, the question was to you, and we'll come to you after that one.
Yeah, no, what you can see, Sonny, and I'm sure everybody in there will agree. You can see that what Arsenal are doing is practiced on the training pitch. A lot of the time before, we could see the practice on the training, but it wasn't right. Under Arteta, they've got it right. Even going back to Martinez, he plays it. He's a good passer of the ball. He plays it through the forwards into the midfield. It's so important. And that movement of Aubameyang off the left, going in behind Azpilicueta, that was an adjustment that we needed to make, and that's what, 1, got us the penalty. 2, obviously made Azpilicueta do his hamstring. So there's little things within a game that Arteta does that it makes a massive difference to how we perform.
I just want to go to Wax before I come back to your Prime, right? Because I want to ask Wax this question, and also JR, yeah, because JR hasn't said nothing yet. James, you're off the mark this one, bro. James says, well, to be devil's advocate, Josh Kroenke told us to be excited. Arteta's first trophy as Arsenal manager. Fans are excited. Bro, let's not get it twisted, bruv. We're relieved. We're not excited. Excitement hasn't hit yet. For me. We're relieved. We're relieved because Arsenal have still got their hands in the trophy cabinet, right? But it's not papering over the cracks by a long way. Wax.
To be honest, yeah, I'm actually happy for Mikel Arteta. I'm relieved as well.
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm happy for Mikel Arteta because he's coming to a difficult Arsenal. We all know that he's had a shambolic team, and he has managed to get them together, build their confidence, get them thinking like a winning team. That's the most important thing, and that's what I've seen them do over the past few games, especially against Manchester City, and so on and so forth. But he's had a difficult time. There's many problems, and he's facing them, and he's dealing with them. And what he said he was going to do initially is what he's doing, and that's what I'm happy with. Another thing is that he's come in and he's solely focused on trying to rebuild that defense. He's been trying to build in that defense, and that's been one of the reasons for why we probably haven't had that many shots on goal. But I think, our defense, even though we can have better defenders, I think our defense, more solid, and we are going to start seeing more attacking phases, which we have been seeing in these past couple of games. 11 shots against Chelsea's 9 is the best we've had in any game recently. All teams have been out shooting us. So it goes to show, Arteta is working on bits and pieces, and going into the new season, I think we're going to be fine. I think the Concaves are going to back him. I think they're going to give him money. It's clear as day. We've won the FA Cup. He's only done it in 7 months. They have to back the vision.
Guys, Wax, come on, guys. Let's get his more upbeat, right? This is supposed to be a celebration. Arsenal just won the trophy, and for some reason, everyone flat as a pancake.
No, my man.
I think everybody celebrated long into the night yesterday. I was hearing cars blaring from all the way, mate, all the way around my street. I heard. I live in North London.
At the end of the day, obviously, at the end of the day, we don't want to get overexcited, and you know, yeah, we're happy that we've got the FA Cup. We've won the FA Cup so many times before, so we've been here before. But you know, there's still a lot that needs to be done. And like Kevin said earlier, there's going to see a lot of players go, and we're probably going to see a lot of players, you know, coming to the new season. You know what I mean? We'll probably see nearly a whole new first team in the new season. We'll probably have about at least 6 to 7 new players in that first team in the new season. That's what I believe.
JR.
Okay.
JR, before we get to Miguel, JR, is this what Conky meant about being excited?
I think what they meant was about being excited is the transfer window.
Right, up the energy, I'm chucking you all out. 5 substitutions now.
And to be honest, we were excited. They really did make us excited with in the transfer window. So yes, they achieved that part, but Emery just found a way to tank everything, didn't he? But yeah, Miguel, come on. I know you're.
Let me unmute him. He's walking around the streets like a hobo. 1 minute.
Yo, I'm in the streets of London right now. I'm walking around. I'm headed home. But I just wanted to come on and tell you guys, yo, we won the FA Cup, and this is a stepping stone. Just like last year, if we would have won the Europa League, it would have brought us into the Champions League. Now we're back into Europe. To me, you could say we've arguably had a better season than Leicester, Tottenham, Wolves, all those guys. Because in my opinion, winning the FA Cup, getting into Europe, automatically being in Europe, and after the bad season that we've had, everything is relative. We've had a bad season. This makes a bad season a little bit better for us fans. We all want to celebrate trophies, and last night we seen armpits. So I'm happy, guys. Let's be happy. Raise your spirits. Come on, guys. Bring it on. Next season.
Wait, listen, we need to raise energy, right? Because whoever's falling asleep, go on. Listen, guys, right, this is what I'm going to do, yeah?
I'm sorry, Igal, wait, hold on. Can we address what Igal said?
Yeah, one second, Prime. Right, the link is now in the comments, right? I want you to vote. Who's the most boringest one on the panel? We'll get them off. Go on, Prime.
Guys, I'm happy to leave. I'm tired, boy. I'm tired, so I'm gonna cut off.
Before you do, shout out your channel.
Yeah, this wax online, man. I'll catch you on there, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon, man. Big everyone up.
Love you, my Prime.
Prime, go on.
Go, Prime.
Yeah, what Igal said that. So do you guys actually think then that this is a good season?
Prime, can I just say something, bro? Bro, after yesterday's game, bro, I think you should change your name to Subprime, bro. You should change your Subprime.
Yeah, no, but I mean, okay, you guys ended the season by winning the FA Cup and everything. That's great, and you can say Arteta will be a better manager than Lampard and Ollie. And look, so many top managers are saying that he'll be phenomenal, so I can't go against that as a fan or whatever, and that's fine. But how well will he? And I believe he will have a phenomenal career, but I don't know how well he's going to be. I don't think he'll win like a Premier League or a Champions League or whatever at Arsenal, because I don't think he'll be here long enough. I don't think he'll be given the resources within the next 2 or 3 seasons. And if he's really that amazing and that great, give it a season or 2 and PSG will come sniffing around, Man City will come sniffing around for him, and he'll be gone. Because Arteta, I'm not disrespecting him as a man when I say this, but what allegiances or loyalty does he have towards Arsenal? You can say, oh, he left Man City to come to Arsenal. Yes, but that was to be in his first actual managerial role. And I'm sure, even though I don't think it came out in the public, but I'm sure Everton came and contacted him. But he's not going to go to Everton if there's an opportunity for Arsenal to come into contact with him, because apparently Arsenal contacted him last season as well.
Fine. Let's not talk about him going
Yeah.
Right? He's only just come. Yeah. He's settled in. He's got his first trophy in the cabinet after 7 months, right?
No. I'm not talking about him going. No. I'm not saying he should go. No, my point is, what is the future? What will the future look like? Because I know you guys say, "Oh, you can't keep spending money," but what does the future look like with him if the money isn't spent?
Fine, I'll tell you, right? Across the road
In the
from the
right way,
Emirates,
anyway.
fine, across the road from the Emirates, there's a Turkish shop, right? There's a Turkish shop across the road from the Emirates. Whoever comes around sniffing around Arteta, they're going to get some mustard in their nose, bruv. And then we're going to send them packing sneezing, right? Fine, we're going to let you go. Big up yourself for coming on, right? But now we're gonna celebrate.
Yeah.
You're killing my mood, Prime. You're killing my mood. Fine, you know what? I love you, Prime.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't mean to kill the mood, but here's the thing. Let me just say this. I have the same worry about.
I'm joking.
No, listen. I do. No, and the other way around. I have the same worry about. With Frank, because listen. Let me just say this. I have the same worry in terms of Frank because he's young and inexperienced, but if he's not given the time.
Time, I love you, but you're gone now. Arsenal.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, obviously, with that comment.
Now, let me thank you for coming up. I've got to let you go back and concentrate on Arsenal. Listen, new season, we're going to work. We're going to do a lot of work with Prime. We're going to do a lot of work with Prime new season. He's going to be one of the hosts on our channel for the Top 6 show. Love you, Prime. Love you, my bro. He's a gentleman as well. Love you, bro.
Yeah, no worries. I wanted to say to that comment that you just mentioned on live on air is that Arteta, as a manager, he didn't say Arteta has no allegiance to Arsenal. I think he does. I mean, he played for the club for 5 years. Arteta,
captain the club as well. So.
He captained the club. Kev, correct, absolutely correct.
It's Chelsea. What do you expect? Come on.
Yeah, exactly. So Arteta, as a manager, I think he does have an allegiance to the club. I think he will prosper at the club. He does need the board to back him, as we all say, and we'd say time in, time out. But overall, when you look at Arsenal as an outfit, they have a lot of work to do still. And a lot of Arsenal fans still believe that. Obviously, I wanted to ask Melvin's obviously has got his hand up. I wanted to ask Melvin on that situation as well.
What's the question? Sorry.
No, I saw your hand up. Basically, I was saying that Arsenal needs time improving still, to be a proper outfit.
We do need time. We do need money. But I think what we have seen the last 4 weeks when we played the Liverpools, Man Cities and Chelsea's of this world, that he gets so much out of our players that we don't have to spend £60 million of every player. We can afford to buy the £20 million ones and the £30 million ones, because this guy will make the £20 and £30 million ones into £60 million stars. I really think that he's made people that really we all thought and were wrong about that were worthless. And all right, they're not going to be great, but they're a lot better than we thought. And he's made them do that, Arteta. Some of the you can name half a dozen players that we would have said they're not worth a penny, and they are actually worth something. And then a couple of them might even be worth something to the club now. So I don't think we're in such a state that we can't spend like the other teams, I know. But perhaps we don't need to with this manager. And that's what gives me a lot of hope as well with this guy.
MD Guna, if you want to come on the stream, bruv, you need to turn your camera on, because like a good scout at Arsenal, we can spot a troll, we can spot a dud, we can spot quality. So if you want to come on, you put your camera on. Let's see you.
I wanted to ask, Sonny, sorry, I wanted to ask, obviously, Pepe was an outstanding player yesterday. I think he done an excellent job yesterday. Really, really a really great crosser of the ball, fast pace. Obviously, Kevin used to play on the right wing as well. So how do you kind of liken him to yourself, obviously, when you were playing for Arsenal?
Well, we're totally different players. I was a striker doing a job for the team, right or left or whatever. Yeah. But he's kind of a specialist. It's obviously it's taken him a little time to adjust to the Premier League. You know, the French league is totally different. It's not as physical, it's not as fast, and you know, I think what earlier on in this season, he was kind of dwelling on the ball and was getting caught on the ball quite a bit.
Yeah.
Whereas now you don't see that happening. He's starting to move the ball quicker. He's linking up with players quicker. Looks a different player. Get him getting a summer and then coming back next season. We're going to start to see the best of Pepe, because once Mikel Arteta gets these guys pre-season and makes the adjustments, add a few players in there, we're going to be a lot stronger. We are. And now Pepe's proven he can do it against the better teams.
Can I say something controversial, please? Before I come to John Paul Harrington's comment. I don't think Pepe was all that yesterday, personally. I don't think it was all that. I think everyone's getting too gassed about it. I don't think he was that special. In my opinion.
I actually do. I think he made the outlet on the right-hand side, that inevitable pass where he held the ball just for a little 2 seconds to feed Aubameyang through for that final goal. Those are the key moments in games. Those are the key moments in games that you need to uphold yourself, especially when you play on the wing.
David, I don't care, right? I don't care, but let's nitpick here. The ball he actually placed to Aubameyang was behind him, because Aubameyang would have went on and just hit it that first time. It was actually behind him. There was a lot of time Pepe was running, but he was running without the ball. He was beating himself, and that's what he's got to get out of his game. He's got to get his composure. Once he gets his composure, he's going to be fantastic. But I don't think he was as good as everyone was saying yesterday. But you know what? He was good because he did offer a threat. John Paul Hamilton saying these players were apparently uncoachable. I wonder who said that. But Arteta has got the best he can out of the squad. Guys, we wasn't brilliant yesterday. Let's not get twisted. Don't let the result fool you. Which resulted in a trophy. He's going to be a top coach, needs backing. That's without question. He already is a top coach, in my opinion, but he does need backing. Guys, feel free to jump in with some comments.
Sonny, I've got to talk. I've got to say something.
Go on, man.
When you mention uncoachable, the key to any of these guys is Arteta got in their head. You got to get in their head, and you've got to win the man. If you don't win the man, you saw it under Unai Emery, never won the man. Under Freddie for a bit, never won the man. And Arteta's come in and he's won the guys. And if you notice, just notice this, he's moved Ozil and he's moved Guendouzi out of the squad for whatever reason. And look at the togetherness. This is a manager, man. This is a manager. So whether it's the coaching, I think you got to put the coaching behind. He's won the guys. He's won the actual men over. So they will follow him through fire, mate.
Yeah. You just saw it through the celebrations yesterday. You saw it through the celebrations. You see how a manager interacts with their players. Zidane, obviously, I'm a Real Madrid fan. Zidane, after La Liga, they won the La Liga. Obviously, he's disconnected with Bale, but every other player has surrounded him and loves him to bits. That's the kind of thing that you want to see with your manager when you're winning a trophy. And throughout history, you've seen it, obviously through Arsenal's history as well, Wenger's Invincibles. They loved him to bits. Henry still calls Wenger boss till this day. You see, it's just a connection that you have with the manager that makes winners and makes champions at the end of the day.
David, he could call him dad, he could call him uncle, he could call him cousin. Wenger's gone now. It's Mick Arteta's time now.
No, but I'm talking about the connection that you bond when you make with your manager is ultimately what's going to win you games. And Arteta, if he has that with a team, then he's going to do well.
Yeah, when I was going to school, I made a connection with a lollipop lady. Lady Lollipop must knock me out on the way to school. Melvin.
Sonny, to continue to what David was saying, I'd like to ask Kevin, do you see similarities in the way that the players play for the manager, like George Graham was when you played for him?
Yeah, I think George was a little bit different to Arteta, but I see so many similarities about the two. The first thing Mikel Arteta done when he came in was shore up the defence. We weren't great going forward, but he shored up that defence because we were leaking too many goals. So that's a man who knows what he's doing. If we don't concede, then we don't lose. And then you could start building. He's got the best striker in the Premier League up top, and he's got to try and get the best out of him. He's played him on the left for a reason, because Aubameyang isn't great with his back to goal. So he's got to try and get him on the half turn and running towards goal. That's where he's at his most effective, and that's where he's hurt Man City, and that's where he's hurt Chelsea. When he's running towards that goal, he's virtually unstoppable.
We're going to just do this with Kevin Campbell because there's a lot of people on the stream, right? Guys in the comments, right? I'm putting a link out. So come join the stream. It's your chance to speak to an Arsenal legend, and you can also speak to Kevin Campbell as well.
Sonny, I've got 18 minutes, so you best get them on.
Sonny, there was a super chat. There was a super chat for Kevin. What was it?
I missed it. Sorry, Manny. Very generous of you. Thank you. No, we've done it. We players. Go on then, Kevin. This is for you, bruv. And I'll send you your $4.99 after you answered it.
the usual suspects who are already there. Guendouzi's going to go. Ozil, if they could get him out, you might have to pay him.
I'm going to chuck some names at you, Kev.
No, don't chuck no names. You asked me to answer. Let me answer.
Go on,
You know what I mean? Let me answer. So you got Socrates, I think, will go. El Neni's still part of the club. He's going to be gone. Who else is there? I'm not convinced on Mustafi still. I think we could get better in there. So that's 5. I think, you know what? I think who might be 50-50. I think Lacazette is a 50-50 for Mikel Arteta as well. So that's 6. And I'm sure I'm missing another couple.
The Greek defender.
Yes, Socrates. Yeah, I said Socrates.
I've got 3 names which you haven't mentioned, yeah? Rob Holding, Granit Xhaka, Lucas Torreira.
Torreira's kind of a 50-50. I think, could you get better? Yes, you could get better. And if there comes a chance where they could shift him out, get some money in, and get who they want, then I think you've got to do that business. Rob Holding, do you know what? I'm not so sure. Sometimes I see Rob and he looks really good. And then other times he looks a little bit shaky. So I'm not so sure. Plus he's English as well. That's the other thing. He's a British player and you need British players in your squad. So that might be. And do you know who else I'm still not sure on whether they're gonna do business or not. They might have to make a decision on one of the goalkeepers. Because
who would you guys keep? Who would you guys keep in goal?
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll tell you the truth. I think Martinez, mate, has been sensational. He's been at the club a long time. He knows the club, and this is no disrespect to Leno, but I'd go with Martinez. I would.
Yeah. I feel more secure when he's in goal. Leno is a great shot stopper, but Martinez all round. I give
decision making sometimes is a bit. Yeah,
it's command of the box though. Coming for crosses, there's no one better. Coming for crosses.
And that's where we're weak.
You need a tall, commanding goalkeeper in the box for corners. I mean, you look at the comparison between Jens Lehmann, obviously, and the future keepers that Arsenal had. Obviously, Petr Cech was good as well in some parts, but for me, the only last number 1 was Jens Lehmann overall, and obviously Seaman before that. So if you're looking at overall, Martinez for me is the number 1 shot stopper for Arsenal.
Right, I'm taking 2 out of string. Right. This is like 6
Come on. I've said it.
This is like a 6-chair challenge, right? Melvin, we'll see you next week. And we're going to lose.
All the best.
We're going to lose. No, we'll just get rid of Melvin. Just get rid of Melvin. That's it. Want to welcome a couple of new guests. Nigel Barker from the Arsenal Supporters Club. Big up yourself, Nigel. Wembley! We're the famous Arsenal. Where we want Wembley. Thanks a lot. We're going to Wembley.
We already been Wembley, mate. We already been and smashed.
After about IQ. Nigel, give us some fucking energy, Nigel. Give some energy.
I can't get him on the chat. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear
you.
He's good.
How are we doing, Kev?
I'm good, thank you very much. I'm brilliant after yesterday. Brilliant.
I think we all are. What a fantastic day. Proud to be an Arsenal supporter after all these years again.
Big time.
All going well, all good. Tremendous. We turned up. We turned up.
Nigel, what does that mean for our season and how did we pull it off, Nigel?
What does it mean after the way the season
for the football club?
Yeah. To the way we started to where we are now, it's a fantastic achievement. Mikel has come in and he's changed the philosophy of the club again. We've gone back to actually values to what we've always expected. in the days when Kev was playing, and just the all-round like personality now. He's come in, and you can see the drive he's given to all the players. They're all listening to him, and everything. They're showing total respect, and it can only be good now for the club, us as supporters. Let's hope the directors, the chairman, the executives, everybody just brings it on and just really understands what this club means to everybody. Because we've always been a great club, we all know that, and we just now have to keep going forward and continue it into next season. And it's fantastic.
Nigel, Mick Arteta made such a difference around the place, right? Even the chip shop at the corner of the road, right? On the corner of the road, right? Even the chips are better. Your dogs are proper beef. You know, everything's better. Everything's better. The hamburgers are better. Arteta's made such an impact all over the place.
Bloody magical. Bloody magical.
Kev, I got a question, yeah? So it's about Lacazette, right? I mean, we all love him. We really want him to do well. And a season ago, he was the player of the season.
Yeah.
What do you, we all have a perception of what's going on in his head. What, from your perspective, from being a player, what do you think it is that's stopping him from being that player he was, that we all love?
I just think he's suffered a few injuries, and I think he's lacking a little bit of confidence. Because when you're a striker, what happens is when you hit the back of the net regular, your confidence is so high that you feel good. You're going out there. We've seen it with him when he's been scoring regular. He goes out there, he's got a bit of swagger to his game.
Yeah.
But what I see right now, he's still working hard. He's still doing all the donkey work, but he's not quite getting in the positions where he can hurt the opposition.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? It's kind of bypassing him. It's going to Pepe, or it's going to Aubameyang mostly. It never really gets the opportunities. So his confidence is a little bit down. Whether Mikel Arteta will stick with him and say, right, we'll bring it back, or does he actually fit the way Mikel Arteta wants to play?
Yeah.
You know, I particularly think that might be a bit of business Mikel Arteta might do. And the other one who I missed out, which I couldn't remember, was Kolasinac. Kolasinac might be the one to be sold. You know, we got him on a free, so whatever we get for him is profit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So.
And Tierney over Kolasinac all day long, anyway.
Oh, Tierney.
Just want to bring Wenger son in. But Wenger son, man, come on, speak to us. Wenger son, you there, bro?
I'm not sure
he's on mute.
Bro, I'm at your camera, bro. I'm at your mic. Bro, hello.
I don't think he's there.
No, he's not there. God, I'm tired. What? A question for you guys, yeah? But do you know what? This is why Kevin Campbell's timekeeping is so bad, right? When that guy says he'll be there in 18 minutes, the fucking hour's passed, right? He's still fucking on his way, right? This guy's timekeeping terrible. If he's saying he's on his way, it means he hasn't left home, right? Kevin Campbell, right? Now we're in the Europa League, and we've got a trophy behind us, and we've got some foundations to build on. Has it now changed the mindset of the board, or has it made no difference at all?
Well, it's a difficult question to ask me, because you have to ask the board that, Sonny.
No, I can't talk to them.
I know you're asking me, but you know, I could only go on what I think. I can't go on what the board think. One thing we do know, we've always wanted the board to back a manager, and they've backed him a little bit. But now we've got a trophy behind us. This is so important for hopefully the well-being of Arsenal Football Club, that Stan Kroenke, Josh Kroenke, all them, they're going to see we've got a live manager here, and you got to give them credit for appointing him now, haven't we? We don't really give them credit for appointing him, but we got to give them credit for appointing him now. So, okay, you've appointed him, and he's done the business in 7 months. Now you've got to back him. Now you've got to really back him. And as a board, I would expect them to want to back him for sure. I would expect them to back him. I don't know how much to the point, how much money, but I think if there's players that he wants and it's within a certain budget, I think we can go and do the business.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what? So many pictures, just different people just coming out. It's like watching Crime Watch. It's got pictures that come up, suspects everywhere. You know what? One guy I went to speak to for a long time. Cute smile, Guna. This guy's got the cutest smile on Twitter. He's got a cute guy on YouTube now. Bro, how you? It's Alex, isn't it, bro? You hear us?
What's up? Hi.
What's up, my brother? It's bad time you come on the street.
No, I'm good. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, where are you, bro?
No. I just came to say, London.
You're in London, cool. Come on, spit it out. Come on, spit it out.
Hello?
Give us your thoughts on the game, quick. You got 30 seconds.
He's lagging.
Yesterday was amazing.
Connection
I
problems, mate.
can't hear him.
Move on. Michael T, come on.
Go out and come back in because your internet's lagging.
Chelsea, what they did in the final last year.
Yeah, no,
I can barely hear him.
Yeah,
I think he was referring to Baku.
Yeah.
Right, you know what? We're showing no mercy. We're cutting. We're doing it. This is what Raul's got to do. He's just got to cut. If you ain't got internet, you've got to cut 'em, right? Kids Guna, are you with us?
How's it going, bruv?
My brother, how you doing, my bro? Bruv, what?
Oh man, I'm buzzing. Absolutely buzzing.
Bro,
Seriously.
Bro, how long you missed the ball, Arsenal, bro? Tell us what this game means to you, my friend.
Oh, it means everything, because if you look at what we've been through this season, there's been pain. There's been, like what we went through with Emery, what we went through last season, and if someone told you that before coronavirus and everything that we're going to finish this season on a high with a trophy, you would have said it's literally impossible. But look at how we felt yesterday. Like, I literally cried yesterday. Like, it felt really funny that I looked at the way the players celebrated. I looked at Aubameyang, he was genuinely happy. And the way the players warmed to him, the way Arteta walked into the dressing room with the trophy, the sort of like the command he had, the aura that he sort of commanded. You could see that this guy has a powerful personality, and he's only been coaching for 8 months. It's crazy.
It's an easy job. It's an easy job.
He doesn't have any coaching experience, but you can see that he has this influence on the players. You can feel it. It's not a joke. You can sort of see that difference. That I think these guys are actually coached. They've been. I think it's getting into their heads. This is very, very important, and this is what we've always talked about for years. That we need these players to be coached, properly coached.
Bro, where are you calling from, by the way? Where are you?
I'm calling from Lagos, man. Lagos, Nigeria.
Big up my Nigerian brothers. Big up yourself from Nigeria.
Yes, bruv.
Representing, bruv. Representing. Keep going. I wish this happened to me, bruv. I wish this happened to me. Listen. When you go to the shop tomorrow, or when you go to work, you pass everyone your phone, bruv. Get subscribe, say to your Arsenal, bruv. You're now my Nigerian representative, my brother.
Yes, get in, Sonny. Get in.
I love you, my bro. Do you want to ask Kevin Campbell something?
Oh, Kevin! Oh my God! Like, I can't believe I'm gonna get this opportunity, man. Kevin's an absolute legend. I follow all your podcasts, man. Like,
bro, this is what I do, bro. I make people's dreams happen.
Yeah, Sonny, you're the man. Okay, Kev.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Kev, tell me, how did you celebrate that second goal yesterday when Aubameyang absolutely destroyed Zuma? How did you celebrate it?
Well, I jumped off my stool and was doing a dance. And I stood up in the middle in front of the TV with my hand in the air like that. Yes! Because I knew that was the winner. I knew it was the winner.
And did you not appreciate the fact that I think Zuma got confused by Aubameyang's
Footwork.
ambidextrous ability, the fact that he could use both foot, so he didn't know that he was actually going to cut in. And it sort of reminded me of Milito's goal against Bayern Munich in Champions League final.
Right. Well,
If
it
anyone
was set up
remembers
with
that.
his first with Aubameyang's first touch. When he took it inside, that put Kurt Zouma in a bad situation, because if he overcompensates like he did, Aubameyang could take it on his left. But if he doesn't go over too much, Aubameyang could use his right foot and put it in the corner. So Kurt Zouma was in a bad position. He couldn't win, but Aubameyang still had to finish it. And boy, we've got a super striker there. Well, I just want us to sign him. We got to sign him, man. No messing around.
Can I just quickly say something? Can I just quickly say something about Aubameyang? Have you guys not noticed that we haven't really built a team around him? Like, we haven't sat down to say, you know what, we are going to construct a chance creation or a chance creating team, like a chance creating machine that is going to be focused on just creating chances for Aubameyang. So what that means is...
Don't get twisted. We haven't even got a team yet, bro. We haven't even got a team. Never mind building it around him. We ain't got a team. We're playing off the cup, my brother.
I'm just saying. The last time he scored 40 goals for Dortmund, that team, he played through the middle. They had wingers on both flanks, and they had passes from deep. And he scored 40 goals. And this guy is scrapping. He's scrapping for goals, and he has 29 in a season where we've created the 16th highest chances in the league. It's crazy.
I'll tell you something. If Kurt Zouma is a standard, then I can score in the Premier League, bruv. Because that guy is absolutely awful. You know what? They said Agent Czech, fucking Agent Zouma, bruv. He's fucking awful. The geezer, terrible. Yeah, you can just walk down. You can just about walk down the street in a straight line. Keep going. Big up to yourselves in Lagos, Nigeria. We love you, my brothers over there. Stay safe and spread the word. Spread the word about the Bible, my brother.
Come on, you Gunners.
Love you, my brother. Love you, my brother. Michael T. Michael Thomas, you know.
Shout out King Kevin, the legend himself.
Michael Thomas, you know.
Legend.
Nice one, Michael. Yes, Michael.
Yeah, says Michael Thomas, Mickey Thomas, certified legend.
Mickey T. Yes.
Straight. You have to respect the certified legends, man. Yeah. Rob Holding was man in the match for me.
No, man, it's Rob Holding was dog shit yesterday, man. What game was you watching, bruv?
What Rob Holding was man in the match?
He
kept Olivier Giroud in his pocket. He might as well have a kangaroo. He might as well have a kangaroo in front of him. He wouldn't have the ball in there.
They're playing the game of who's the slowest, bruv. What are you talking about? Yeah, what? Big up to
come on, man. Rob Holding kept Olivier Giroud in his pocket.
Nigel, you're an honest person, Nigel. What do you reckon, Nigel?
No, I think that's a good shout, but because even when Giroud went down like a sack of spuds, when he got nudged in the back, I thought that was awful by Giroud, and he got his just desserts yesterday. But I personally think that Pepe had a fantastic game yesterday. There was something about him yesterday. He seemed so on his game. He had vision. He had his total ability yesterday, and he seemed to control everything he was doing. And when he was making tackles and he was running down the line, he was trying to win balls. And I think that was one of his best games he's played, and that can only be good for next season now with Pepe.
Nigel, you know what, Nigel? When you speak, right, you speak honestly, right, and you've got an honest face, but you could easily be a magistrate. I couldn't. They definitely would have a lot of reason to be a magistrate. But you could be a magistrate,
right? I wouldn't work for government, mate. I commit GBH.
Nigel is one of the pillars of the community, one of the pillars of the Arsenal fan base. When he goes to a game, he don't leave until everyone's at the ground, right? That's what I support you, home and away, right? So let's do it. Stuart, what? I'll see what we do, right? A quick player ratings, yeah? Nigel and Kevin, Kevin. Yeah, let's all do it. Quick player ratings, guys. Very quick one. Start with Gunnar Dread. Mike Ness.
8.
Right. All we want is a score, yeah? No. Don't say about short size or nothing. Just a score, yeah? JR.
9.
Right. Michael.
10.
I lost you there. Sorry, say that again.
Player ratings, Martinez. Everyone in the comments, stick your player ratings in.
He said the player ratings for Martinez.
Martinez 8 yesterday. Yeah.
Okay. Kevin Campbell.
9.
9. David.
I will give him an 8 as well.
Michael.
10.
10. Kesh.
Martinez, I'm giving him an 8.
Right, I'll give him 11. He didn't do nothing wrong. Right. Let's go. Here we go now. We'll go. Joe what?
Sonny, hurry up!
Right, very underrated player. 80 rating on. Big up yourself.
Sonny, you're taking too long.
Big up.
Time, man. Hurry up!
Joe what? 80 rating on. Down the trip.
8. I'm giving him 8.
Nigel.
8.
9.
Joe what?
I'll say 8 as well.
9.
KC.
8.
Kevin, did you say yours?
Yeah, I said 8.
Make yourself known, but I couldn't hear you. Make yourself louder. The other side. Let's go to the other side. I'll go 8 as well. I think it was brilliant yesterday. Let's go to the other side. Kev, who's on the other side?
Bellerin, yeah.
That guy is still running, Kevin. He's still running.
8 for me, Bellerin.
Yeah. I'll give him a 10 for effort, just bombing down the right hand side all the time.
I gotta give him a 7, guys. Sorry.
I'm saying 7 as well. I'm going for 7.
7 for me.
You know what? That's the old Bellerin. That was the old Bellerin. Kesh.
No, I'm Spanish. That's why I'm Spanish. I have to show allegiance, mate. I give him a 10. Everybody's Spanish. Give him a 10.
Kesh.
7.
Kesh. 7. Right, that's Bellerin done. Let's go in the middle of the park. Rob Holding. I thought it was awful yesterday, personally. But go on. Everyone's going to shoot me down now. Let's go, Nigel. He's looking at me in disgust.
Oh, come on, man. He was 8.5. Come on, Sonny, man.
Right. 8 Rob Holding.
I'll say a 7.
7.
I'll say 6.
8. You're my 8, man.
8 for me.
He's not better than Cannavaro.
He had Giroud in his pocket, man. Give the man some credit.
No, man. Let's go to David Luiz. You know, the quiet game for David Luiz yesterday. Didn't really do a lot. Let's go down the trip.
I'm going to give him 8 yesterday.
David Luiz 8.
Nigel.
David, 9. I'm giving David Luiz yesterday.
7.
Casey.
8 for me, David Luiz.
David.
I'm going to give him a 7. Michael.
No, I gave him a 7 already. 7.
Well, stay with your fucking turn. Stay with your fucking turn then, and I won't get confused with that. Kish.
7.
Stay your name, bro. Stay your name. Anyway, let's go what's now. Let's go to the midfield. We're going to the midfield, yeah? We're going to the midfield.
Oi. What about Tierney?
I'm sorry, go on.
Jesus, peace, man. Sonny, man, you're taking too long, bro. You're taking too long, man. I'm going to be here till midnight. I can't do it. I've got 4 minutes. That's the most I can give you.
I'm shutting up. You finish on play ratings. Go on.
Flipping hell, man.
This is why he's so slow getting on the coaches.
Yeah, man. That's why this show takes 10 hours, man.
Stop bloody moaning. Finish it off. Go on.
Hey, Sonny, why don't you ask one guy one play and then go through which one do it then?
Kevin Campbell, right? Exactly. I'm gonna ask you, my bro. Right, let's go for the rest of them, yeah? Come on. Tierney,
I'll give him a 9.
Right, good. Right, Granit Xhaka,
8.
Ceballos,
9.
Pepe,
9.
You say German. You say no to me on everything. Who we got next? Pepe, the other side. Aubameyang.
Aubameyang, I'm going to give him a 10 because he's the match winner, mate. I'll give him a 10. Penalty and the match winner. 10.
Lack of threat.
Like I said, I'm going to give him an 8.
Right.
Or junior, as we say, or junior.
Substitutes we're not doing, right? Substitutes we're not doing. But what I'm giving Kevin Campbell a cup winners medal and 10 out of 10 for putting me in my place and keeping it on target, my brother.
Hey, listen, everybody enjoy it. Sonny, I'll catch you later. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy.
Well done, Kev.
Kevin, I just want to say thank you for putting that idiot in his place. Thank you.
No problem. It's taking too long, man.
Too long.
Take care, guys. See ya. See ya. Bye.
No.
But you know what? I'm glad he's gone.
Come on.
Do you know what? I love that guy.
You know he's great, but you made him look an embarrassment.
He put me well and truly in my place, but he's a professional.
What are you like?
No, I love Kevin Campbell. He's always got time for me. I love that geezer, man.
Sonny, I just want to say you're the best. You're the best ever.
Here comes Eagle.
Sonny, can I tell you a little story about Kevin Campbell back in the 80s?
Yeah, go.
Can I tell you a story? Right, Kevin Campbell and Ian Wright, when they used to play together, and Kevin Campbell used to play in the in the reserves, and he used to score 50 goals a season in the football combination as it was then. And him and Ian Wright used to come into their Highbury Hall, the old marble halls. They both wore a black cap, walking in, and George Graham used to slate them both for wearing these black caps. It was so funny when I used to stand out.
Do you remember the leather coats? Do you remember the black leather coats they had?
All their coats, they were so funny. But Kevin was one of the best goal scorers we had for Arsenal Football Club, and it's just a shame that he didn't excel in the first team as much as he did in the reserves. He used to score goals in the reserves for fun unbelievable.
The one I respect about the most. They're the same people today as they was back in the day, right?
Yeah.
They've never changed. They've never changed. Go on, you go.
Yeah.
I wanted to come on here.
They used to go drinking the same pub.
Please.
Come on, Eagle.
I wanted to come on here and say to all the fans who always say Aubameyang doesn't show up in big games, Man City, 2 goals. FA Cup final, 2 goals. 4 goals in big games right there. So we want to dead that topic. No more agendas against Aubameyang. 4 goals in big games. FA Cup final, 2 goals. Match winner, 10 out of 10. Dead that performance. No more. That agenda is dead. I don't want to hear about that no more.
Let's not big him up too much. He's playing for Man United next season for all that we know. Let's not big him up too much.
From the Instagram video, I don't think it's going anywhere, mate.
He ain't going nowhere.
Did you see
the Instagram video? It's crazy, man. Like it popped off.
Yeah, let's change subject. Let's change subject. Yeah, Arsenal been linked with Rakitic, right? 32 years old. For me, he's past it. What do you lot reckon?
He's going to Sevilla, man.
I haven't even heard of him.
No way, Jose. Might as well get William on the free.
He's going to Sevilla. He's going to Sevilla for 10 million. Let's keep it real.
Not Rakitic.
Okay.
He's going to Sevilla.
Do you know what? Nigel. What do old school Arsenal fans, top old school Coonan Nice, right? What do Arsenal need for us to make it comfortable with the top 4?
No, we still need an out-and-out, top-class central defender. That's what we do need, a holding central defender to keep the defence tight and move it through the midfield. And then, whether Ceballos stays, we don't know still. He's still having an eye. Whether we can agree a deal, that's another situation. But then we need another, if we can get a good holding central midfielder, that would be fantastic.
Nice. Give us some names, bro. Give us some names.
Oh, I can't.
You know what?
I can't even honestly think of the top class. There's a lot of good defenders.
If I gave you a case full of money, and I said to you, go and kick yourself out with the best outfit you can for a party, I'm sure you'll know which shops to go to. So
I mean, they're even talking about Griezmann. I would still take Griezmann as a holding midfielder. And if we can get on a Griezmann, you know, huh?
They've even mentioned Dembele today as well, the link with Arsenal again. All the names are coming out now. Now we won the FA Cup, all the names are coming out.
Guys,
I think that always happens. That always happens.
About centre backs. I think the whole world has a lack of top quality centre backs. If you're going to spend a lot of money on a centre back, to me, if you want the best centre back in the world, you have to go to Real Madrid and ask for Varane. That's my personal opinion. But they're never going to give us Varane. You know what I mean? So Arsenal and every other club in the world is talking about Koulibaly, this, Upamecano, this. Everyone makes errors. So in my opinion, we might as well find the best, most affordable center back that we can find. In my opinion, go to Celtic and go get that Norwegian guy.
No, we get Lascelles, man. I knew Newcastle.
Champagne football in there. Champagne football. Where are you, bruv? Can you hear us? No.
Who? Champagne is gone.
More prosecco than champagne.
Champagne just turns to the baby shop. But you know what, guys, you know what? 4 weeks time. 4 weeks time. You know what's happening in 4 weeks time? You know what's happening?
Starts again.
Charity Shield.
Charity Shield.
Let's beat Liverpool.
Does this mean that the players have to go for a pre-season in the next 2 weeks or something?
They're not everyone.
No, they can't do now.
Rob Holding said they're back in 3 weeks. Rob Holding said they're back in 3 weeks.
That's what even Arteta was saying last night. Arteta was saying he's just going to have them in for a few training sessions and then get ready for the Charity Shield.
Is this a good thing that they're not having a pre-season then? Does this work?
It is what it is, isn't it?
Champagne football, you with us?
Prosecco.
Yeah, Sonny. This, you know what? The next 4 weeks, guys, tune into Sonny TV because we're gonna keep you locked on everything.
You know what? I just want to say, right? Guys, the best thing I enjoyed about yesterday, right, apart from the result, obviously, was the fan cams. I really enjoyed doing the fan cams yesterday, right? I said, you know, honestly, if I went Arsenal every game, right, which I probably ain't, right, just finances and stuff, I would have done fan cams, right? I really enjoyed speaking to people I've never spoken to and sharing that moment of joy, right? It'd be also interesting to see how I've handled it, sharing a moment of fucking unhappiness as well. And hopefully we're not going to see many in days. You know what? We're going to come to a close, right? But before we do, everyone who's watching around the world, do me a favour. Stand up if you ain't Tottenham. Stand up if you ain't Tottenham. Do me a favour, right? I say this is a channel that keeps you engaged. Right? Do me a favour. Please hit the like and subscribe button. And don't be tight. Share it. It costs you nothing, right? Share it. It's the only thing will cost you nothing. It's not even your sweets. It costs you nothing.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Like, please hit subscribe. Let's get Sunny TV Arsenal, right? The only fan channel who represents every Arsenal fan, regardless of your followers, right? You want to come on, you come on. You know what? We don't want the same people every week. We want new faces. We want new faces. Unless your name's Nigel, you look like Magnum, and then you can come every week, right?
Get out of here, man. Bobby.
He's terrible, isn't he? He's terrible.
Sunny TV Arsenal, like, subscribe, and share. Guys, we've won a fucking trophy. We're 2020 FA Cup winners, and Tottenham, in 29 years, they still ain't won fuck all.
Before we go. So us qualifying makes Tottenham have to go for a 3-round.
Such a shame, innit? Such a shame.
You couldn't write this. There's no rivalry in the world that's ever turned out like this, where we won the league at their home twice, taking their captain, keep finishing above them for 20 odd years, and now they think they're better than us, and we're still
we own them.
And they shit.
Before we do go, I just want to say another thing as well. I forgot what I was going to say, but the other thing, I'll bring David in first. David, Describe the scenes yesterday in the pub when Aubameyang scored.
Don't get me started, Sonny, mate.
Go on.
So basically, I was turned the other way. I didn't know where I was. I was trying to fix a camera. Aubameyang scores a goal. I think Junior was standing up as well because he was going nuts. And Sonny opens a bottle of water. He decides to pour it on himself on top of his bold slap head
over the camera,
and it went all over the cameras and all over the laptops and all over the mics. So if you hear bad audio and you hear bad audio in the second part of the stream, it ain't my fault. It's all Sonny's fault. If Sonny had hair, it would have been absorbed. But if he has a slap head, so it just literally bounced off like a projectile on top of my keyboard. Thankfully enough, the pub, as you know, is a pub. Has a lot of wiping tissue. So we literally, if you see the scenes in the video, I have literally a bowl of tissue right in front of me, and I'm wiping everything. So yeah, but it was a good day out, and the fan cams were amazing. Thank you, Junior, obviously, for featuring.
Yeah, before these lot start memeing it up, Sonny wasn't using the tissue for wanking. Just wanted to say.
You think I've set some problems, bro? But I had to slam around 25 people, right, to get to the toilets. The disabled was locked. The men's was packed. I went into the women's, bro. Right? I got as much toilet paper as I could, right? I come back, gave it to him, wiped it. It wasn't enough. I had to go back into the women's. By this time, I was getting fucking dirty looks, right? I was getting dirty looks. There was a woman in there putting up her drawers, right? But it wasn't pretty. Right? Anyway, it was tiring. And then I got home and there was a party till 7 o'clock in the morning. And now I'm absolutely tired. But Arsenal, you know what? Say what you want. It's been a fucking shit season, right? But I'll take it. Why go into the Champions League apart from the money if we ain't going to win the fucking thing? I'll take the FA Cup any day of the week, right? And I'm sure Spurs will. I'm sure United will. I'm sure Chelsea will.
Absolutely.
Because the FA Cup, you will remember, qualifying for fourth, it's like, it's not the same.
Guys, Sunny TV Arsenal are not going into pre-season. We're soldiering on, right? Right? So, please, like, subscribe and share. Let's get this channel up there amongst the numbers, amongst the big boys, right? So start taking it seriously. Because, like I said, it's the only channel what brings all of you on from all the way around the world, even Nigeria tonight. Big up yourself in Lagos. Big up yourself in Sierra Leone from our Facebook group. Say TV Arsenal, I love you. Come on, Arsenal. Say TV Arsenal, I'm knackered. Everyone, I love you all.
Take care.
Peace.
All the best, guys. Well done.
Before we go, go subscribe to Football Fan Focus as well. Anyway, say TV Arsenal.
Okay, cheers. See you later.
Peace.